Hello, everyone, and we are back with Whennrome. Welcome back, my Romanettes. Thank you back for being here for another episode. Hope everyone is good. I did want to make a disclaimer that we apologize for being a day late or almost a day late with our upload due to personal reasons that I can't share with you because it's none of your fucking business. We're gonna be late, but we're never late. We're almost never late. Well, we're occasionally. We're hope not sporadically never late. So we hope you'll forgive us. All right. Here for another week in the world of Froman. Last week's panel, Growing Up Gay in Another Country, was so good. I hope you enjoyed it. I especially loved hearing about Cuba. Some crazy stories, right, Cameron?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I guess if you really want some boys, go be a dancer in Cuba.
Oh my God, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, stay away from Fidel Castro, but definitely go to ballet. It was definitely a completely different world. It was interesting to see the impact of America and Cuba's actions on its populace, right? If you haven't seen it or haven't listened to it, stop listening now and go do it. Or do it after listening to this, whatever. Tonight we are dropping our second part interview with Terrill Grimes. If you saw the first part, you know how fun it was. It should be really, you should be really looking forward to the second part. I know I am. Stay tuned after the news recap and go see it on YouTube. Next week, we are dropping our first visual panel. It's so cool to be at this point where we are doing visual panels. What do you think, Cameron?
Yeah, I'm excited that it's just kind of continuing the evolution, bit by bit.
Yeah, so. And I can't wait to do another one. I can't wait to drop this one. Yeah, I'm excited. The panel topics on how-to tips and best sexual practices for the gay about town. I sit down with 4 of my friends to discuss everything from best ways to suck dick, eat ass, get fucked, and it's really fun. We are excited to bring you more visual content, so plan on keep doing it. So stay tuned, bitches. We just finished an amazing interview with Malay Balenciaga. It was so fucking good. What did you think?
Oh yeah, that one was really good.
We talked.
I'm excited. One, I know you've been the second part of Terrill's, but then Malay's is great.
We have a lot of really cool interviews. Then we have the one with Eric, right, the security guard. There's so many cool interviews coming down the pipeline. So stay tuned, bitches. The cool thing about Malay is we talked about transitioning in corporate America because she's the only trans girl I know in corporate America that I can think of, and all kinds of really cool topics. And I can't wait to drop the interview for y'all. So probably sometime in either May or June. So stay tuned for when that drops. Thanks again for listening, tuning in. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Remember to listen, like, share, and laugh. My IG is WHENNROME. And let's get our mood enhancer, please. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Enhance yourself. And let's get into it. Happening since we last saw each other. Oh my God, I got the most amazing massage last week. Ugh, it was so good. There was no happy ending, you fucking nasty bitches. Okay, so we went to Projects and Wellness in Daly City. Have you gotten a massage recently, Cameron?
No.
But that's why you're so, tight. In all the wrong places. So, it's funny that everyone, when you go to a spa, everyone talks like really low like this. And they're always like trying to be really centered. And so I was like, thank you for coming into Zen Project Spa. Hello, everyone. And I'm like, girl, you don't talk like that, bitch. I know your voice is higher and more annoying. But anyway, go to the spa. It was fun. And it's kind of like when people talk like that is how I feel people would talk in a cult. Hello, come and join us, Clarice. Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, you're right.
It's fine. Thank you. It's finally getting warmer in SF, ladies. Spring is here. I'm really tired. I was really tired of the cold fucking weather. But thinking about it, did it really rain a lot this winter? Like, I can't remember. I mean, I know we had the fires in LA, so obviously there was some like dry. But did it rain a lot? Can you? I mean, like were we in drought conditions?
I don't know. I feel like it rained.
It rained some, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I was just random.
It rained more than I liked it to.
well, girl, yeah, that's true. Okay, so you remember the Whole Foods in Cupertino that we talked about? They had the fucking rat and roach
in the bakery
droppings found in the bakery, the deli section. The one that we reported on that had the bakery deli section shut down a couple of times, but not the whole store. And if you remember the episode, you remember how weird it was to me that they hadn't shut down the whole fucking store, right? They had only shut down the bakery because they had said in the article that they found rat droppings and cockroach droppings or whatever all throughout the store. Well, I guess it's no longer just me, bitches, because guess who? They shut the whole fucking store down. And they said it would remain. It would like they. Like I said, I don't know how it would remain open when you have fresh food all over a grocery store and you have rat droppings all over the place. Even if you know what I mean, like why they would keep it open, but I guess they shut it all down. It also amazes me that a Whole Foods would allow this to go on for so long. Like, my God, you're a Whole Foods. Like, you can't figure out your rash or rodent droppings. You own hundreds of grocery stores.
Right.
Ew. Oh my God, you remember that fucking that dessert place in Castro that I used to go to, and then I found out they had rat and roach droppings, dessert story. I will never go there again.
I used to love those little cakes.
I would shit in them. So Beyonce's tour is in LA this week. I wonder what it's gonna be like. Actually, I did just see some fucking things because this was written last night before it actually happened, or I saw whatever. So I did see some things. It looked kind of fun, but I mean, like, really, Cowboy Carter, the album. I did think it was funny. There was some drama at the beginning about how people spent all this money on tickets, and then only for the tickets to be cheaper because it didn't sell out completely. But the funny thing is, most of the people I talked to in the Bayhive who had spent a lot, they were just like, they paid it. They were like, I spent anything for her, so it really doesn't matter. Like, they didn't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. What I will say though is that, like, from what I've seen, the outfits for the people going to Cowboy Carter are going to be better than the concert, because the friends of mine who have outfits have really great ideas. I'm looking forward to seeing those more than I'm looking forward to seeing whack ass Beyonce do it. Anyway, Cameron, God, I was thinking today, Cameron, do you remember when I was taking out the recycling and my fucking phone fell into the chute? I think did we talk about this?
I think we did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then, like, not only did it fall on the chute, but then when you went to go get it, it fell like on a pillow. So I was like, it fell all the way down. It happened. And then also, I was thinking today, who puts a fucking pillow in a recycling bin? Like, recycling bins, though, I feel like that's not something that goes into a normal recycling bin. A fucking pillow. Anyway, let's go to party reviews. Party reviews. Booth at Public Works. So I had a pretty good time at Booth. The techno music was a little bit all over the place for the first DJ, but the second one and third one were really good. It's funny, I had a friend just say that the second one was really good until she played this weird noise that like hurt his head and he had to go home, and I thought that was really
go home.
Because I guess she was playing some crazy ass she was mixing some crazy shit with techno, which I think a lot of them do. I'm getting to like techno parties, or ones that I have a certain types of techno, though I have no clue what types of techno I like. I will say that the booth parties are fun. I go again, but probably not like every time, maybe like every other time. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I went to Nights Friday at Apollo, first night of a new series of Friday Night Afters at Eddy Street. It was fun. It was like circuit music meets meets house music, although they tried to say it was like a versus thing, which I didn't understand how that worked. But I mean, overall, it was really fun. The music was good. It was a good vibe. I went to Shift at Public Works, had really good music, but it was definitely a bit of an older crowd, like the beginnings of the prime crowd. Although I did hear that, like, as it went on later, the crowd got younger, but I will say the music was really, really good. Babylon at Monarch. So this edition of Babylon was the best I think it had out of all of them. It had the most people consistently through it and some of the best music. I had a fucking blast. Definitely need to keep this party going. And to get the word out there anytime it happens, because it is really bringing some of the best circuit music to SF. And you know how I feel about how shitty circuit music and F can be. So when we have parties like this that have good music, we need to go. There was Makeup Party at Eagle. I went to a lot of parties this weekend. Makeup Party at Eagle. Oh my God. This was a fun party and a fun idea. There was an old party that they brought back. I think the last time this party happened was before COVID. The music was really good, but there weren't too many people in there. It was a crowded weekend, so it was like a lot of parties going on. But the music is really good, so I hope the party will take off. I made it with a girl, so that's how crazy this party was.
Wow.
I know. And then she was following me around the whole time. I said, bitch, leave me alone. Okay, I know I'm great. And then last but not least, I went to the anniversary of the beer bus at Eagle. Okay, so I will say I was so fucking annoyed with this fucking block party, only because the music was fucking awesome and it was so good and absolutely nobody was fucking dancing. Okay, maybe like 10 people out of the 200 were dancing. Like, what the fuck? You guys get great music and good weather and y'all do fucking nothing with it. Ugh, there was this one guy who had both legs amputated and he had fake legs and he was fucking getting on the dance floor and nobody else was. I said, come on, girl. The one with amputated legs can't be the only one dancing. If I was running this fucking event, I would have gone on a fucking mic and be like, y'all, next year, we put on a fucking 8-track. Because y'all motherfuckers don't deserve no fucking 8, like fucking stage, dancers, DJ, good music. If you motherfuckers are going to stand in the back, 200 feet from the dance floor, I was annoyed. Anyway, this fucking city amazes me how lack of much dancing there is. Ugh. Upcoming events. Whew, okay, here we go. Circuit Poppy at Bo on 5-2. Circuit Poppy is throwing another amazing party at Bo, and this time with the amazing DJ Jesus Montanez. You know I love this DJ. You know I love good circuit music. I'll be there. Velvet at Midway 5-3. Velvet is back, baby, and you know I can't wait for this party. For those of you who don't know, this party is a collection of like all the major parties in the SF. They all come together for one night. I take over the Midway. These parties are fucking epic, and I have SF put on the map, so people literally flying for Velvet now, right? Mm-hmm. So make sure you guys are there. We have Stallion Party 2. It's a hip hop and booty dating party, shaking party that happens this Thursday at Q Bar. You know we need more hip hop in the Castro. I've been talking about it, so I'm happy that Q Bar is doing it. So Thursday 5-8, we'll see you there. Triggered at Boa is also on Thursday 5-8. So this is a Thursday party that happens once a month, or at least this version of it with Tony Oh My Fucking God. This one has Waddy Moore DJing, so that should be fun. The last trigger that I went to was really, really fun. Definitely want to be there. There is an Afro Habibi party at Oasis. It's a queer and black Arab DJ jazz party. Come on, black and Arab people. I want to go. Love the foreskin. And I'm proud to see what kind of music they have and the boys. There is Toxic at Bo on 5-16, brought to you by the 415 Productions. The people who threw Babylon are throwing a pop dance house beats party at Bo. Cute. These are my best friends party, so you know I'm going to check it out with DJ Adrian Orozco. It's going to be tons of fun. There's an Iconique at Bo on 5-17. We are back with another Iconique. It's the Furries edition, so I'm sure to get your best furry outfit and check it out. There's a throwback R&B party at a new club called Teeth on 525. Here, another R&B and hip-hop party. So I'm here for another R&B and hip-hop party with throwbacks this time. And this time it's at the new bar Teeth. Haven't been to, so I'll be there to check it out. And last but not least, we have Roman's Revenge on 5:30 at Bo. We have another edition of my favorite party. It's coming to you at the end of the month. And the theme is an homage to Pride. I'm going to have 4 different DJs representing 4 different styles, each bringing their own homage to Pride. Going to have hip-hop house, circuit, techno, and disco house represented. At the end, we will vote to see who did the best. Homage to Pride. They'll get like a little pink crown, and maybe I'll suck them off. And that is Party Reviews.
We got a lot of parties.
Hello. Let's go to break. And we are back with world news. Okay, first topic. One of the world's most dangerous countries is still attracting tourists despite safety warnings and dark tourism trend. People are fucking stupid. I'm just going to start this disclaimer at the very beginning. So Libya has struggled with decades of unrest after NATO-backed forces killed dictator Muammar Gaddafi. Good God, Muammar Gaddafi, Jesus. Since then, the battle to take power has raged on between rival groups from the east to the west of the country. The fighting has led the country to be deemed unsafe to travel to by the U.S. State Department, but that hasn't stopped some bold adventurers from going and keeping the danger tourism and the dark tourism trend going. At a level 4 alert, Libya is the highest level of danger. It is a not travel to country with crime and terrorism and unexplored landmines, kidnapping and armed conflict. Doesn't sound like Candyland. Doesn't sound like Candyland. Libya, however, tracks like 100,000 travelers each year. Some places have eased travel restrictions to the country, and some travelers justify the visit and say they had no issues. The article mentions a pair of travelers who went to Libya with a bodyguard who even went to the bathroom with them, and they reported they had no issues. Ain't this a fucking bitch? Like, it screams privilege of living the life with no fear of things like this. Basically living in a first world country where they have no issues like this, because who in their right fucking mind who had experienced war or anything like these kind of crimes or these kind of experiences would go back for a vacation?
This is wild. This person that they quote in there is like, he's a danger tourist and likes going like, and then this time was detained for hours at gunpoint by the army, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's cool,
because he
like,
paid.
what?
He paid the ransom. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's like clear that like it's just like it's gross, because you have to be one really rich and privileged to even think to do this, and obviously to even do it. Like, you know what I mean? Who can afford a bodyguard? Who can go on a trip halfway around the world with a bodyguard that stays with you for 24/7. That's got to be so fucking expensive. Do you know what I mean? And what really gets me, if you think about it, is when you're visiting these countries, who is your money going to? Do you know what I mean? If you're like, who is the tourism trade and the money going to? Is it going to, if this is Libya, is it going to the forces that are good or bad? Or are there any good forces? So by going there and giving money to these people, are you not enacting or in continuing whatever kind of fucking shit is going on in the country? Like, you know what I mean? You're not going there and giving money to the Red Cross. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, it just seems like really just cavalier with people's lives. And you're going to the country to visit and not do anything to help them. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not trying to stop the wars, trying to stop anything. You're just going and taking pictures with it. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, let's go on to American news. And we are back with American news. A developing political scandal in Florida has Governor Ron DeSantis on the defense of that fucking bitch. I hate him. I hope he gets impeached. Anyway, see how I feel? Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis is on the defensive over questions about how $10 million of state money came to be used to fund a political campaign. Republicans and State House representatives say the alleged misuse of funds may warrant a criminal investigation. The allegations involved $10 million that was from a $67 million settlement from a company that was sued for overbilling taxpayers for medications. You know what's funny? I bet if you go after these kinds of fucking companies, you would get a lot more money back from the government than fucking cutting programs like Trump is. But that would involve going against corporations, and we don't do that in the oligarchy. Anyway, $10 million from the settlement was sent to a charity founded by Casey DeSantis, the wife of the governor. Ironically, this charity is supposed to help people get off government programs and the community programs. Ain't that a bitch that in a state where they probably offer the least amount of government programs to people, they have a charity to help people get off government programs? Like, that's going to fix the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's going to solve where the government can't or where the government won't in that fucking state.
Right.
After receiving the money, Hope Florida, the charity, sent it to two dark money groups who don't have to disclose their donors. Yeah, fucking Supreme Court said that in Citizens United. Yay. Who then spent money on trying to keep Florida from legalizing weed, which they succeeded in doing, keeping it from legalizing weed. So basically, everyone knows the shit is foul. But really what the House of Representatives is mad about is that the governor never told him about the $6-7 million. Not only did he not tell him about the money, but then he appropriated on his own $10 million. They don't give a fuck about Ron DeSantis doing something wrong. They just give a fuck about them not getting $67 million, which, if you think about it, is what the legislature is supposed to do, right? So it's like it's good to see them trying to regain at least some of their power back from a fucking dictatorial governor, unlike our Congress, who can't do shit but suck our president's dick.
Yeah, this is fucking wild. Like, this is crazy that you're like, oh yeah, just in like the blatant, like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, my wife runs the charity. Oh yeah, oh well, suddenly this money just ends up in her thing, and then it's like circles. It's just like, it's lazy, it's sloppy, like, you know, like,
it's arrogant. And it's also like with the amount of things you can get away with in this country, it's crazy that people still do illegal shit. Like so much shit is legal in this country. You know what I mean? Like the dark money groups and all this other shit. Like, it's just crazy that people still want more.
Right.
When the Republicans have fucking gutted the fucking campaign finance laws. You know what I mean? And they still want to do more illegal shit. And
I feel like it's just a real like fuck you. Like, just because it's so like out there.
It's what because absolute power corrupts absolutely, right?
Yeah.
So we give the governors, we give these people more power, they're going to take advantage. Someone's going to take advantage of it.
Right.
With that, let's go to SF News. And we're back with SF News. SF opens police-friendly center to care for homeless. Don't know why they call it a police-friendly center. It's kind of a dumb misnomer. Anyway, the SF Department of Public Health opened a 16-bed facility at 822 Geary to provide medical care for homeless people in crisis on city streets as an alternative to taking them to jail or filling hospital emergency rooms. Visitors will be those who don't need to be urgently hospitalized but need lower-level medical care. Street teams, EMF, and police will be able to drop off people at all times. The center was set up and funded during Breed's administration. For now, people will only be able to be at the center for 23 hours, and they will have to move to other places while they have their case. And while they have case managers assigned at the center, it isn't yet set up where they will go once they've been after the 24 hours are up. Right. The city has a shortage of shelter beds, and Mayor Laurie has said he would increase the headcount of beds by 1,500 within 6 months of him becoming mayor. It also isn't known how they will pay for the staffing of the center, according to the article, which to me is a big fucking deal. Like I feel like you need to have the staffing paid for, especially because this center has a lot of staffing: doctors, case managers, nurses, drug people who are doing drugs and all that shit, counselors, fucking whatever. And they don't have who's like they it was built from I think from measures from Prop C, but that doesn't mean it doesn't pay for who's staffing it. So I don't understand how you can announce the opening of something if you don't even know who's gonna fucking pay for the staffing of it. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the shit that happens. It opens, nothing happens. It's gonna close in a month. It's gonna go in the red or some stupid shit like that because it hasn't been fully thought through.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you don't have a budget, you don't know how to fund it, and then in the article it's saying like it's staffed, it's very, very well staffed. And it's like, so you're investing all of this money in there, but you don't know how you're going to pay for it. But then you also still, it's like, oh, but you can only be here for a day, and then you don't have a plan for,
and we have and the city's at capacity for shelter beds, and there's a waiting list of 500 people.
Right.
So where are these people going to go after 23 hours? 23 hours is nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you don't have beds for them, where are they going to go?
Right.
You go put it back on the street? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh God. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I do like the idea that they're opening something and that they're focusing on a place for people to go besides jail and the hospital. But obviously, the center needs to be much bigger. Apparently, this was built on what was supposed to be a controlled, supervised drug site. That they remember we were supposed to do that, but we got cold feet because we're bitches. Because we were going too progressive.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that like. I mean, it's gonna help, but it's like we need a lot more of these. They need to be a lot bigger, and they need to be funded a lot better.
Yeah, for sure.
And with that, let's go to pop culture news. And we're back with pop culture news. Oscar voters actually need to watch nominated movies now.
Wait, what?
Yes. You heard that right. Oscar voters are going to actually need to watch nominated movies now. In order to cast a final vote in the Oscars race, Academy members are now required to watch each film nominated in a category. Until now, that was a requirement for nominations in specialty categories like documentary feature and international feature films, but members voting in other categories have been on the honor system, and they've been encouraged but not required to watch all the nominated films and performances for which they vote in the final round. The organization does monitor if the members watch a film in a screening room, and now members have to show if they watch the films in another venue. Ain't that a bitch?
This is unbelievable.
Right?
You would never wait. So you could go and vote for what you think is I just read the title.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, like honestly, you were supposed to watch all the films, but you didn't have to. There was no enforcement and there was no tracking. It was honor system, and this is the Academy, so we know that you have a lot of issues with white voters. Voting for white people and blah 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 blah. So with no honor system, you don't even have an honor system of people watching all the movies. You know these people are watching all the movies. This invalidates every fucking Oscars. I mean, the Oscars is already shit. It was already invalidated because it was bullshit because, the biases in it. But how is this not invalidating every Oscars? Because you basically are telling me that you can't guarantee, nor did you even want to, that all the people who voted watched every film. You didn't even try to, you know what I mean? Like they have the ability to monitor if you see it in private screenings or not. So They have the ability to see pretty well if you can do it or if you did or not, because I'm sure most people are watching them in screenings for the Oscars. Like, you know what I mean? They're probably not seeing, most people are not seeing them at festivals and shit.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they were monitoring it and keeping track of it, they would probably get most of the people to see most of the films. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sure most of them are seeing them in-house things.
I just think it's wild that it truly is this like honor system to say you can vote, and like, what what that actually like having these awards does to someone's career, and you can just say, "We trust you. You watched it."
And it's like, yeah, we
it's
don't, especially with all the other shit. Why is this happening now? We've had so many issues with biases and so many issues with, people are upset about how they vote in the Oscars, and they didn't think a main thing, a baseline thing, would be to get everyone to fucking watch every fucking movie as a standard, as a requirement. Like you're gonna do this in 2025?
like it's now that we say
Yeah,
it's a
girl, that should have
requirement,
been like the first thing you fucking did when we started having an uproar about the Oscars voting process. This just shows to show you these people are so in their stuck up their fucking ass that they can't even fucking think straight. So fucking stupid.
wild.
Over it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the news recap and are ready for the second part of the interview with Terrill Grimes. It was really fun to learn more about this guy, and I hope you enjoy the second part interview. As usual, if you haven't seen the first part, stop now. Go view it and then view the second part. You like my noises? Next week, we are dropping our newest panel and our first visual one. Can't fucking wait. Also, please check out our new Discord server. The link is in the show notes. See you in a week. Remember to listen, rate, and share. Please tell your friends to spread the word. Also, remember to set up a reminder so you'll get a notice when I post new shows. Send me any feedbacks, questions, or comments personally on IG, which is WHENNROME. And until next time, keep it sassy, San Francisco.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's Zai, Whennrome. You're a Romanette. You're watching me. I know I look great. And we're here with a second part interview with Terrill Grimes. Hopefully you guys saw the first part. If you haven't, stop watching this right now and go watch it, okay? Because there's gonna be some references that we make about the first one that you're not. I just want you to watch the first one. So let's get started. Thank you, Terrill, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so in the last one we started talking about your party promoting career.
Mm-hmm.
So let's kind of dive into that. Like, when did you start throwing parties, and what made you start throwing parties?
I guess
Not enough black people at the ones you were going to,
not whatsoever.
or hip hop.
I guess it's like the promoting. I guess started with the catering, right? So
Okay.
started with the food, food integrated into the parties, and the parties became later and later when you don't need food. But yeah, I just felt that there was a missed opportunity, especially in the Castro, especially with some of the issues that have been going around for years about, the black community and
But what issues?
having us not being seen, our music's not being played. For those of you who are around for the Badland years and all that controversy with Les and his self.
What was the controversy?
That he was essentially just racist.
Oh.
And dressed a certain way in a certain color, you were not allowed into the bar.
And that's would be the owner of Badlands at the time, right?
At the time.
Yeah.
They turned it around. Everything is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was like Les is like the only legendary racist. Yeah. There's like stories about him all over the place, girl. Oh my gosh.
But you could be in the Castro and you could go and hear top 40 anywhere, right? Like
Still can.
and still
Right.
can. So we just wanted to create a different vibe and a different environment where you could come be yourself, feel safe, hear the music of the people, for the people, by the people, and have a good time. And us was started, it'll be 4 years this Pride.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going strong. It started off as a monthly event. Now we're twice a month, and it's a good time. We highlight drag queens, drag kings, male presenting performers, trans performers, burlesque,
Poets.
everything.
You've got poets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite part about throwing parties?
My favorite part is when the people there are truly enjoying themselves.
Okay.
Like when they come and they know they're in a comfortable space and they can let loose and have fun in a responsible way. Don't be crazy now. And they're just enjoying themselves and they're happy to be there.
Save that for the afters.
They come back and they bring their friends and they just, they're just having a good time and they're just happy to be there. So that's my favorite part about it.
What's your least favorite part?
Dealing with the artists behind, like all the scheduling and because now for the party me and Mercedes, speak to the talent to arrange the talent. In addition to that, I also book the go-go dancers and things like that. So
Bottoms. I'm sorry.
so there's always scheduling conflicts and stuff like that. So that's not the most fun.
It's like something's like, trying to get all this together. Okay, well, one thing we talk a lot about promoters and owners like taking advantage of like talent and go-go's. Have you seen anything like that? Not necessarily at your place, obviously, but just like in the scene throughout the years that you've been doing.
1,000%. And that's why I just like when people ask me about rates and things of what I pay, I'm totally honest with it. It's on paper. You can see it. I'm not going to just, the artists for our show, at least, you get paid the same amount of money no matter what you bring it to the table. Like, so just because you're a newer queen, I'm not going to pay you $20 to $40 less. Like, you're doing two numbers.
I'm booking
you to be booked.
Right.
So, and I know a lot of promoters or owners have done that before. Just because someone is newer or younger, they try to undercut them or underpay them when they really shouldn't. Or
just like a fucking regular corporation, right?
Yeah,
it's funny what we do to ourselves, right? But
or booking go-go's, they're like, oh, I'll let you audition for 4 sets. They're still working, so pay them. And if you don't like them, say, well, thank you, you just can't come back. But give them their money.
Or the things you see where it's like you hear about like the sexual favors that people have to do, or just even just put up with. You know what I mean? Like like being ogled and shit like that is a lot. It's pretty big, right? Okay, so you've been throwing this party for 4 years, and have you thrown? Wait, so this is the only like actual party you've thrown, or have you thrown other parties?
There's been some others, but they've just always been like one-offs and randoms. Us is like the most consistent
because it's every other week, right? Every other weekend you play, and so how did you go from like month to bi-monthly? What happened?
Just the energy and the vibe of the party was so great, and the bar loved it, and they asked us to take over another weekend. And we said, okay. It's still been going really strong, even coming out of COVID and how things slowed down. We still have a really great base of people that want to be there to hear that music, to dance to it. Shout out to DJ Kid for being our first resident DJ, and now DJ Liv, who's fucking amazing.
And would you ever throw any other parties? Are you thinking about it?
I am thinking about it. I did just host a party with Detox called Hey Buddy, which was super fun. Hopefully we'll be doing some more stuff like that. Also, Pink Swallow will be opening soon, so I've been thinking of some other ideas to do events there as
Pink
well.
Swallow would be the new club in the Castro that's opening. I heard it was opening this year, so I was wondering. Like I heard last year that they got pushed back to this year because of some regulation bullshit. Very SF.
Very
SF. I wonder why no business ever get opened and nothing ever gets built. Whatever. Let me not rant again. But I'm glad to hear that it's opening. When is it supposed to be opening?
I don't have that date,
but sometime this soon. It's this year.
I believe it's this year, if I'm not mistaken. I know they're doing a huge build out because they also have the space that was next door, so it's gonna be a good spot.
And so let's talk about Hey Buddy. Like what do you envision for that? Like that was a party you threw with Detox. You envisioned like throwing more here? Are you trying to throw it in different places? Like, are you going to be involved in the different places, or is it?
I would hope so. That's the conversations that we're having. I would hope that it would evolve at least into like a quarterly thing here, and then maybe we pop around California a little bit to see where it would work, and if it works here, to just kind of keep branching out.
Okay, I'm here for it. What kind of music do you play at Us?
Us is a lot of hip hop, BIPOC, Latin. It's for people of color. It's music for people of color, and we do have our admirers that are there, so we throw you some tidbits throughout the night as well. Yeah.
So, you've been in the scene for a while. Why would you say the scene has changed over the years?
The scene has changed. Oh my God. It's dating me again. I feel like as I'm doing this podcast.
Yeah, right.
I feel like social media has kind of ruined the experience of going out with your friends and truly having fun. Because I feel like everyone's always trying to capture moments rather than live in the moment. So I feel like moments of life are being missed because you're trying to take this perfect photo or take a video every 10 minutes of stuff instead of just
like
looking at what's in
focusing.
front of
So especially if you're trying to like, if you're throwing parties, right? You're trying to like create these moments. To see
Yeah,
people,
you're trying
like,
to create
not really
them and
function.
everyone's like-
Yeah. Like you're watching everything through a screen or through somebody else's screen, right?
Yeah.
What any other ways that it's changed?
Yeah, I guess I would say also, back in my younger party days, friendship groups really knew how to look out for each other and take care of each other and teach you how to be out and party responsibly. I think that that kind of teaching has been lost. And you can see that a lot now, especially because we have to have Narcan everywhere because people are falling out everywhere. But I think if we would just take 2 minutes and talk to each other about, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'll be doing this. Can you keep an eye out for me, kind of thing. I think I don't hear that anymore. And it used to be really prevalent. Like
I think we also like, to me, I feel like somehow SF enables like these like man children because we're so good
Peter
at like
Pan syndrome.
Hello, but I'm just like we're so good at like being comforting and being in the community, but we're also really bad at like, or some of us, because I'm not at giving direct feedback or being like enough is enough. Yeah, especially when people do fall or they go too far. It's like we're like really great at like taking care of them, but not having that. This can't fucking happen again.
Yeah.
And then what happens is it just gets enabled, and then people just keep doing it.
They
Do you know what
keep
I mean?
doing it,
Yeah, because
they expect you to take care of
yeah,
them
because
at
the
that
only
point.
thing that happened to them was a soft no. Do you know what I mean? When you go to an ambulance or you fall out of the club or we have to carry you out or blah, blah, blah. And then all you get is, you know what I mean? And then and then they just get like a damn, are you okay? But none of like, bitch, if you ever do that again, we have a problem. Like that, we need more. Yeah.
Or like this week, you're not hanging out with me.
Right. Or I'm just not going to be out with you if you a fucking mess. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm going to let your bitch ass go to the ambulance instead of carrying you out the fucking club all the fucking time. Maybe you need to pay $5,000.
Get that $5,000.
Yeah, right. Or maybe I'm going to cuss your bitch ass out the next morning when you wake up and say, I don't want to do this shit again. Right. But that's how that's F. It's F. It's always like, oh my God, are you okay? You're feeling okay? And then they just keep falling out all the
We got to do
another rant. Back to another fucking rant.
Right.
Okay, here's another question. So with with where we're at now with Trump,
God.
and I'm not talking about like specifically, but like I'm interested to see like how an advocacy organization like the Imperial Court is taking it, right? You know what I mean? Like what does that look like on their side? You know what I mean? If just from a conversation standpoint, is it like, I know it's disheartening for everybody. I'm just interested in like a place that's like fundraising and doing that kind of stuff. Like what does that, how does it change? Or is it like a call to action?
One, it makes it harder to fundraise. But also the fundraising we make sure it's focused on all the areas that he's trying to rip away from. So we, have a call to action to those specific things, especially like our trans siblings are being decimated right now. So we have focus on that, and we communicate a lot, through our websites and through the ICC website about the actions and programs we're taking to kind of help deal with him. So yeah, it's a lot, but it's been around since 1965, and we hope to be around another 60 years to help people keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. All right, and we are going to take a break with that so we can keep on keeping on, because I have to pee. So I'm going to keep on to that bathroom. And we'll be back.
See ya.
And we're back, everyone. Hello. For our second part series with Terrill. It's been amazing. So now let's just talk about some fun shit. So what do you think about Heckelina?
Oh,
right?
That was sad.
I know, but I'm just talking about obviously God may she rest in pieces because it's Heckelina. She would like that. But like in terms of like just how it's how her death since it's gone, because I feel like, you know what I mean, in the beginning we were told it was no issues, blah blah blah, or at least there was no foul play, and then now it's just like now there's protests, there's marches. I just wanted to hear what you thought.
I just thought it was wild, and again, it's kind of disgraceful that the police department over there would handle it in that way.
Right.
It should not take that long to figure out something happened. They should have gotten footage from everywhere immediately anyway. And also an autopsy would have shown that there was drugs in the system. So it shouldn't have taken 2 years for them to figure that out.
Right. So I mean, my God.
It's just shitty. Like
Right.
we deserve better because we're fucking humans.
Right. And on Law and Order, that's for you get that in about 24 hours. You know? Okay. Shit, when Stabler says, I need this, okay, you get it soon.
I'm on it.
Right. The fuck? Okay, so like, what did you so we talked about you have your party coming down, working on a Hey Buddy. What do you think what have you been most proud of in your I said like gay career? I mean that I just mean like, the things you've done gay scene.
That's a good question. I don't know if it's one thing in particular. I think I'm proud of myself for one, stepping out of my comfort zone and then just being myself and being visible and trying to help empower other people to be out and be visible. Because I would love to have seen a me when I was a younger gay or you when I was a younger gay out. People recognize, they feel comfortable talking to you.
Don't talk too comfortable. Right. Now we sing at the same fucking time, bitch. That's like it's real. Shit. A little too fucking comfortable, bitch. My God.
But yeah, I just
that's hilarious, bitch.
happy to figure out who I am and be able to present that where people feel comfortable and just inspire other people and help other people kind of get to what they want to be and do and stuff, shit like that.
Any things that you still want to accomplish?
I don't know. Like I'm like in midlife crisis mode. I would like to, like teach and be like, are you ready to take this over so I can kind of sit back and relax,
enjoy, right? And be cute, right? Ooh, right.
Just sit in the corner and chill out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always open to other opportunities and having fun. I do love being out in nightlife, so I don't think I'll ever completely vanish. Yeah, I'm gonna be that old man in the corner just
hey bitch, just getting it, bitch. I know I will be. Yeah, looking fabulous. Okay, so what advice do you have for people coming up in the scene that you want to break out? I mean, you kind of talked a little bit about it when you were talking about kind of the boys who do drag or whatever, or boy drag, but if you want to expand on a little bit.
I've learned that being present is one of the most important things you can do no matter what you want to do. So being present, engaging, being authentic and truthful, there's no need to put on airs or try to be someone that you're not in order to try to get into a place. But again, every place won't be for you, and that's okay. So you shouldn't feel defeated just because this one spot didn't work out or didn't feel right.
Or expect every place, I think, to cater to you. No. Do you know what I mean? Like every party doesn't. It's one thing about SF. Like every party doesn't have to cater to every scene. No. Do you know what I mean? Every music choice doesn't need to cater to every scene. You don't need to like pick a scene or pick a vibe. Right. And then let people come to you. And if they like that vibe, that's good. And if it doesn't cater to other people, then they can go to another party. You're not constricting your people who can come. You are just giving them your vibe. And I just feel like, and we try to match every fucking thing. And then you get helter fucking skelter.
Never going to make everybody happy.
Right.
Don't expect that.
Fuck.
Like, be yourself, be your authentic self. The right people, the right energy will always come to you.
So I have some fun questions for you, and then we'll get to the questions you have for me. So these are like a series of like kind of rapid fire questions. Okay, so snuggle in a blanket fort or build a pillow fort?
Pillow fort.
Accidentally farting in public or accidentally burping in public?
I do both. I don't care.
Come on, Shrek. Sharing a toothbrush or sharing a pair of socks?
With who?
Girl, it doesn't matter. It just says sharing with somebody else.
I don't know. Socks, I guess.
Okay. Making funny faces in every photo or photobombing?
Probably funny faces.
Cry rainbow colored tears or fart rainbow colored gas balls? Would you do both if you had that?
It sounds fun.
Right. Well, I'm just a rainbow. Right.
We'll go with the tears.
I'd be like, that's the Ozempic. It does that. Okay. Having to wear matching couple outfits every day or never being able to match your clothes? That'd be hard. It should be easy for you.
I don't like this one.
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because matching couple outfits. or never. I mean, matching couple outfits could be
cute,
anything.
but they're
It could
so
be cute.
annoying.
Yeah, and every day.
Every
Oh
day?
God.
Every day?
Oh.
Maybe once a week, but not every.
So which one, bitch?
Can we pass, Alex?
No. Okay, fine. Taking up synchronized snoring or synchronized sneezing.
Oh, snoring.
Have
All right.
3 hands. Have 3 hands or 3 legs.
3 hands.
Okay, and wears a lot of jazz hands. And wear underwear 1 size too small or shoes 2 sizes too big.
Ooh, that sounds hateful too. We'll do the homosexual answer, the small underwear.
Okay. I think 2 sizes too big is a trans answer. Oh. At least it's big for the trans I know, bitch. They all got big feet. Okay, now we have Simon. You have questions for me?
Sure. What is something that you think is missing in nightlife in SF?
In nightlife, in like from like which like from I don't know. I do think that to expound on kind of what I said, I think that people and our parties in SF try to cater to too many people, and I think that they need to pick a vibe and stick to that vibe. But I think that also what's missing is the focus on the end user, which would be the people who go, right. So I think we have a lot of like, you either have DJs who are trying to so in their head that they're trying to take us on these journeys that they forget that the journey should include us dancing. Do you know what I mean? Or us having a good time, or you have you string these different these DJs together and then they each are the great, but together it's like, what the fuck's going on? The vibes are going up. Once you know what I mean, if you're throwing a party, you want people to come to dance, and that's the point, then you need to focus on that. Like that should be the baseline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything else you do is cool, but then I think we have you have some of these parties. I'll just say it, Electrolux, Polyglamorous, Dad, where that's not danceable. Do you know what I mean? Like it's cool, it's cute, but I'm not paying $30 to or if I am paying $30 a vibe, say that. Not $30 for me to dance. You know what I mean? And maybe
because if you want to go into a dance bar, you want to dance.
Yeah, and it's like, and I know that I'm not saying everything has to be my type of dance, but like I'm talking about things where you can't even find a beat. You know what I mean? Or the beat switches so fucking much, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, or it's jarring, or like things like that. I just think, or even like I said, we're talking about drag queens. Like I love drag queens, but like drag queens need to switch up their repertoire. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're from a different generation, that's cool, but every song you do doesn't need to be from that generation. Do you know what I mean? Especially when
you need to speak to the audience.
Yeah, especially when it's a Sunday night or it's a Saturday night and half the people here, everyone here is not from your generation.
Yeah.
What do they want to hear? You know what I mean? And also it's like, it's the same shit, especially if everyone is from that same generation, or they control the narrative, then that's all I hear. You know what I mean? And so that's the thing, we should be like that, like think about the end user, and it would be, a lot of these parties would be better. The dancer, you know what I mean? It's like, that it's not about you. Or if you don't know the end user, or you don't know if you're not in the zeitgeist, find somebody who is and let them give you advice. Stop trying to tell DJs and drag queens.
Well, part of that too is being in the audience before the show happens.
Yeah.
Right? Not sitting in the back.
Yeah, or not. Yeah, they like most of the owners
be out and talk to people.
Yeah, most of the owners don't party. They don't come out. They're never in the scene. They sit in the green room and they listen to like their friends tell them, and the friends don't go out. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, who are you picking? Or you pick the same people every fucking year. Every fucking year. No turtle. You know what I mean? So I'm just tired of that shit. Like, God. Second question.
Everyone can write all those notes down.
I mean,
my second question: how do you? So we know you love a kiki and afters. How do you manage and maintain doing those?
I mean, God, therapy. Lots of it. I mean, okay, so I think it's also, we were talking about how my new place I like because of it, you can I like my new building that I live in, or the building I've been living in for last year, because it has a really good way for people to leave without being loud. There's a little alley that people can be messy in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so that helps. And then I live in a building with a lot of concrete, so we can be loud here, and that helps. So having buildings where you can do kikis has been great. But then also I've kiki so much, and now I'm just not about the huge kikis. I'm I used to those
A little more intimate.
Mama used to throw kikis like that. So yeah, I don't do like that. But that was it. Plus, one thing I will say is like during COVID, like we really like sealed how to throw kikis. We let them learn how to do it because it's all we had. You know what I mean? Because we were closed in San Francisco longer than every other fucking city, right? So like I think like a lot of those lessons really like congealed, and that's what helped be able to like keep kikis going, right? Because we figured out how to keep them contained. We figured out how to keep people from being too messy or weeding out the bad shit, the bad vibes, bad energy, bad people.
Yeah.
And so it really is really cool when you can have a kiki with people who are really there to have fun. Do you know what I mean? They're responsible with their drug, responsible with like getting home and getting out, and bringing the right people. Like, you know what I mean? And that's like people that they know that are good vibes. You know what I mean? Like all those things add up. And then like having friends take care of your place so that you don't have to do every fucking thing. You know what I mean? It's still a fucking lie. Like I had a kiki like a lot of kikis last weekend. I was like, oh, you motherfuckers get my fucking face so I can suck some dick. You know what I mean? I'm just like, you doing it in my motherfucking house. Can I do it without having to find you a charger, bitch? I'm trying to get charged. Okay? You know? But yeah, that's why. Well, we are. So we are at the end. This has been fucking amazing.
I had a good time.
Yeah,
thanks
thank you
for
so much
having
for
me.
coming. Thank you all. I hope that you enjoyed this. Until next time, keep it motherfucking sassy. And that's it. Bye.
Later.
Hi. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la.
Hello, hello, hello. It is me.